I'm not even moving. Okay. So the first thing I noticed, it says, the only price we pay is belief. And belief costs nothing. Therefore, the qualities of the mind in other, his riches, his wife, his home, or his estates are not to be coveted. You, the reader, may also have any or all of the things by going to the same source as the other and ordering them. Regarding the works of my hand, command ye me. Your command is simply to appropriate the mood of possessing that which you desire, and then rest in silence, knowing that what you pray for is a fact in the kingdom of reality. So what I got out of that message is the only price we pay is belief, and belief costs nothing. Is that we're in a time where we need to believe more than anything else, because I feel like it's going to be a wow. Okay, so I just dropped a deck off of my table. Let's see if the head can go back. It can't. But the first card that I see is First House Self. I'm going to show you guys. Ugh. So this is how they fell. These were upside down, and these two were next to each other showing here. So it's about believing in yourself and taking action. This is definitely the energy here, believing in yourself. Look, Aquarius behind that, the innovator. And then we have Ninth House Seeker and Gemini, the butterfly. I feel like this is the energy of trusting in oneself and taking action on your ideas and intuitive hits and downloads as well. I feel like this is a time to be very curious and communicative. That's what I'm hearing. 323. It's a perfect time to be very curious and communicating. And with that ninth house energy, you could be traveling. You could be going back to school here. You could be doing something on the internet with the Aquarius energy here. You could be writing, finding a new religion, researching. Here we got the energy of research. It's the energy of researching and taking active action on something here. But with the message from the book, I'm getting the energy of belief. Your belief being bigger than your fear. Your belief being bigger than your feel. See, I said feel again. Fear. So what I feel like feel is coming from is your belief being bigger than how you feel. I feel like that's why I'm saying feel 414. I feel like your belief needs to be bigger than how you feel, meaning even if you feel depressed, you still need to believe in the Most High and believe that your manifestation is coming. So with that being said, first things first, we got Capricorn at the bottom of the deck, Libra underneath that. You can have those placements or be one of those signs. We're going to get a few messages from my deck that I made. So we have things that look bad that are actually good for you here. We have Judgment Day, punishment. We have God's going to turn it around. It's going to work in your favor. And we have it will pay off, take the risk. So you may be in a situation, like I said, as far as feeling things. You may be in a situation where, excuse me if I seem as though I'm slurring or have a lisp, because my feeling came out. How funny is that? My feeling came out of my tooth. I feel like it's a big emphasis on the energy of not allowing your feelings to dictate what's going on around you. We have crystals. So keep crystals close to you. Keep some crystals close to you here. So my name could be Crystal, but keep some crystals close to you. So it says things that look bad that are actually good for you. The energy that I'm getting from this, and they're showing guacamole. And guacamole is actually a very healthy snack. So it looks nasty. You eat guacamole, looks all poopy-ish green, but it actually has a lot of nutrients and benefits, which is making me think about this situation. So I feel like there's a situation here. At the bottom of the deck, we have She Wants to Be You. There's a situation here where there's a group of people or things in your life where people may have been working against you, or things may have felt like they were going wrong here for you. And it seemed as if, I'm also getting another message. So I'm getting big collective energy here from this Judgment Day punishment card. I'm getting a lot of energy from that. So I'm seeing these people as the collective group here. And I'm seeing these people being people who were counted out. Basically, they thought you were dead. They thought you were dead. And I'm seeing you being risen, being revived. The victory belongs to Jesus type of energy here. That has been a theme that I have been actually playing is he has risen. And I think it's Todd Galberth. And it's called The Anthem. Check the song out. So it's an energy where people had cast you out, where people had put you aside, where people had put you in a back burner, where people had left you for dead. And this is spirit here telling you, well done. With all that was going on around you, these people trying to punish you, trying to hurt you, with all that was going on around you, you're still here. You're still standing tall. You still have, some of us even I'm picking up the energy of isolation here. I'm also picking up the energy of giving praise to spirit for just making it through. I'm picking up the energy of just thank you. Thank you. Just thank you. Like, if you're not in that energy, getting the energy of just looking back and seeing where spirit has brought you to and being thankful of that energy. So it says God's going to turn it around. It's going to work in your favor. This is this situation here where people had casted you out. See, you looked bad to these people. This is what this was. You looked bad to these people, but that was not the case. You were actually good. See, they casted you aside because you didn't look good. You didn't look like you had any value. You didn't look like you had any worth here, right? So they casted you to the side here. Just like crystals. I find crystals to be one of the most beautiful things that there is. And they sell crystals for about, you can buy a crystal at a store for $5 here, right? The crystal has so much more worth and value than what it's portrayed as. The crystal appears to be a colorful rock, but the crystal has so much more value, and you don't know that until you either take the crystal home, study the crystal, get into the crystal, sleep the crystal under your pillow, and you find the value of the crystal. But most people see it as a rock, not as what it really is. You know, a mineral with many different formations. It's such a beautiful thing, and the process is such a beautiful thing. So it says, take the risk. It will pay off. And it says boss moves. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Capricorn, the boss. You need to get into, if you're not a Capricorn, you need to get into the energy of Capricorn. The energy of go-getter. The energy of being ambitious. The energy of working hard and consistently and persistently through limitations and obstacles here. It says serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured, traditional, wise, enduring. There's that enduring energy here. And you see with the horns on his head, it's just making me think of the energy of you endured tests and trials that the devil sent to destroy you here. That's what made you the boss. That's why you're the boss here. Yeah, I feel like with Libra energy and then Pluto there, I feel like something that had happened here, I feel like it was something to transform you in your life and bring more balance and stability into your life overall, is what that was about. Somebody could be a Scorpio. Yeah. And I also feel like all of this was to push you to seek. With that 9th house energy, it was push you to seek for more. You know how we get complacent and comfortable in our situations and predicaments, and until a tragic situation or what we call the tower moment occurs, we will not move. We will not leave. We will not change until something horrific happens or something tragic or the person leaves us or something. Then all of a sudden, we listening. We on our knees. We praying to God. Now we can hear. Now we want to communicate with God. Now, you know what I mean? All right, so we're moving into the Starseed Oracle here. Shout out to all the Starseeds out there. So, all right, so I'm here to get 3. I got right into the reading and did not say all praises due to the Most High, which is needless to say. My heart speaks that. But all praises due to the Most High. I say to the ancestors known and unknown. I say to Ganesh, protecting my bed while I sleep. I say to Krishna. I say to Yeshua. I say to Ogun. I say to Oshun. I say to all the Orishis. I say to all the spirit team, spirit guides. I say to the archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel. So we have perspective here. See, this is what this energy is about. It's the energy of, are you able to see this situation with a higher perspective? Are you able to? I feel like another thing that spirit is saying is like it's giving me the energy of, okay, that chosen energy, 11:33 on the clock. Look that up. It's giving me energy of that chosen energy where there's a bunch of things and people and places that exist around you here, but spirit was focused on you, changing you, fixing you, helping you, guiding you here, right? And if you can switch your perspective to see that, you'll understand why you went through what it was that you went through here. In the middle of this picture, we have Earth here. This also says to me, life is bigger than you, bigger than what you think, bigger than, like, God has a divine plan, a divine will set in place already in motion. And if you can have the perspective to see that it's not just about you, it's about the whole world, taking your perspective off yourself and what you're going through, then you're able to get yourself in a better position and feel better. 12:21. It says, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground with perspective. Because what you're going through is not the sum of it all. It's not the whole. None of it matters. We also have forge, don't follow. And it says, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. That's the thing. If you're able to get a new perspective and to see why you were put through the situations you were put through, in a something else that I'm picking up on is the energy of, like I said, spirit had to do this to bring you to this position. You may not look at it like this 1313, but you may have been following the world, following worldly traditions, following friends, following people around you, and not necessarily following everything you're doing, but you knew you were different, but you were just going along with the motions, following along with everyday humans do and people around you here. And this is spirit telling you they were forging a path for you here. If you can change your perspective and see that everything you have been through was the forge of your path. Spirit had to redirect you. That's what I'm saying. Spirit had to redirect you onto the right path here because you were following people. You were following worldly traditions, worldly ways that were not of you. That was not why you came here. So spirit had to change your direction, shall we say. And last but not least, we have a new earth here. See? Ooh, I got the chills. I'm not even gonna lie. So that's how I know when spirit's around or something's relevant. 14:14 on the clock, because I start to get really teary-eyed. I start to get the chills. I start to feel like I'm gonna cry and get really emotional. So we have a new earth, and it says it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So what I'm telling you, it was bigger than you. It had nothing to do with you. And I told you this is earth right here in the center. You didn't come here to follow after what they were doing already on the planet. You came here to forge a new path for the new earth. You were redirected and put on a path because you were already destined for something here. You were destined to build a new earth, to create a new earth, to lead in this new earth here. So spirit has led you here to the building of this new earth. No matter what way it may have seemed destructive, I feel like I'm hearing destruction leads to order. Chaos leads to order. After chaos, order must follow. I'm hearing one of the universal laws or hermetic laws is I think it's the law of rhythm. The way the pendulum swings to the left, it has to equally swing back to the right. So that's the energy of that. After chaos, it has to go back to order here. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Earth Schools. And it says life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. This is the thing. This is the energy of you coming in. And we had that first house cell fallout of the astral deck. This is you coming in. This is your purpose. This is crazy. This is literally your spirit. If you look at the portal, entering into the realm. This is your purpose. You came here, and those life lessons, everything you had went through were life lessons. Those life lessons were activating you. Those karmic relationships were activating you. And now it's time. I feel like it's time. And I'm really getting emotional because I don't know how other people feel spirit 1616, but I feel spirit strongly. Like runs through my body, through my veins, through my tears, through my blood, through my pain. I can't do nothing but say thank you to the Most High. Like, when I tell you guys, it's been horrific for me. It's been hard. It's been years of crying, years of depression, years of not being happy. And for the first time in my life, changing my perspective has gotten me so far. And I just want to say thank you to the Most High. Thank you to the collective here. Thank you to the spirit team. Forever grateful. So anyway, as I was saying, you came here to learn life lessons that were supposed to grow you spiritually and activate a certain part of your DNA here. With karmic relationships, I feel like there was a certain type of relationship that you had, 707, that had a spiritual context to it that really activated you. So if you had got hurt or some type of breakup, it literally was for your own good. Here. So something just told me to lay. Okay, so we picked 3. Now the bottom 3 that was at the bottom of the deck, they told me to lay on top of the 3 we already had. So here we are. This is you coming from the cosmos to Earth. This is you. Seeing it from a higher perspective here. That you were divine. You were divinely sent here on this mission. Seeing your life lessons from a different perspective as well. Then we have Forge Don't Follow. And it says, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. This is what it was activating within you, that struggle, that trial was activating parts of you didn't know existed. And it says spontaneous awakening, activation, integration, allowing you to integrate these different energies within you in order to forge this path. This activation has allowed you to be able to forge a new path. And then last but not least, before we get into, I might leave this reading at this and get into the tarot. Now I'm going to get into a little bit of tarot. So we have a new earth is happening. Keep holding the vision, right? And then we have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict here. So there may be some type, you may have had to walk away from some type of karmic relationship here. You may have had to walk away from one. Okay, so I'm being told to read the karmic relationships energy. Polarity is everything has an opposite. I believe that's what polarity is. Everything has an opposite to it. Let's see. These are my notes. Make sure you write down your universal laws and your principles, your 12 universal laws, because when you're trying to manifest, you have to align yourself with these universal laws. Quickest way to get to your manifestation. So hold on, because I really want to look at polarity here. Okay. So polarity is 1629. Okay. The principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has a pair of opposites. So with this karmic relationship energy, it's like somebody's opposite of you here. Or these karmic relationships has brought you to this point or this destination here. So let's read 2021. That was on 2021. So 2021. Open right to the page. I'm telling y'all, they want y'all to hear this message. They open right to the page. All right. Karmic relationship says Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventually unity. Some believe that many starseeds who are a part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. I told you it came to Earth. And it says, polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this conflict can also result in unity and growth. It says, too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive second guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet, that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can we soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? It says Starseed Soul Inquiry. Which relationship do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How are you being called to allow growth through the conflict? It's because whatever that relationship was that you went through was preparing you. I'm hearing what's her name? Jacqueline Carr. I'm hearing, he's preparing me for greater. She'd be like, I feel a shaking in the spirit. I feel a beating in the spirit. I feel a pressing in the spirit. Preparing me for greater. Yes, that's the song. So, it's been real. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. See, it's not even my channel anymore. I gotta stop changing my names. It's number 9 Mystic. Thanks. It's been real.